How about that XRP?
Huh?
You see that XRP?
Got it?
Yeah.
You gotta remember
Rising.
that.
What JP Morgan does, we move $10 trillion of money around the world every day. We bank some of these companies in 30 countries. We bank countries. We bank the World Bank, the IMF. We bank the United States government. You have to be big. You can't do those things and be small. I applaud the small banks. We're the biggest bank, community banks and regional banks and stuff like that. And I understand, some of the stress they're under. We're trying to help. So it's not.
Pepsi is in $44 billion of debt. Nike is in $11 billion of debt. And Starbucks is in $25 billion of debt. And this is true of virtually every publicly traded company. And here's how it happens. Companies like Pepsi bring in a CEO who has an MBA from business school and has been trained to maximize profit. And in order to do this, the company takes on debt to open up new markets, which requires more and more stores and more factories. They then make more of their stock available to the public to help pay off that debt. And this makes them vulnerable because investment firms like BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street come in and buy the stock. And each of these firms own about 5 to 15% of every major company. So why that number? Because it's enough to get their people on the corporate board. And these companies vote who will be on the corporate boards every 1 to 3 years. So the board members are very aware that BlackRock could have them replaced. And these are high-paying jobs. And then the board chooses the CEO. And it's his job to maximize profits and serve the corporate board. And now we get into why all of these corporations seemingly push the same agendas. Because BlackRock can demand that these companies practice ESG, which stands for Environmental Social Governance. Push the climate change agenda, push the social agenda, or be governed. And by governed, they mean removing members of the corporate board and replacing the CEO. And none of these people want to lose their multi-million-dollar bonuses. And this is why supporting private companies is so important. So take Twitter as an example. Elon Musk and the investors he partnered with purchased the company for $44 billion. And they transformed it into a private company, which means you can't buy stock in X. And this protects it from being leveraged by firms like BlackRock. And this is why they've had to find 1,000 other ways to threaten Musk. But they haven't been able to leverage him enough to shut down X, and because of that, free speech has been allowed, and the Overton window of American politics has shifted. Another company I like is Bass Pro Shop. Look how they embrace the American flag. And just like X, you can't buy their stock. They're a private company, which is why you've never seen them promote any of the social agendas, because they're still controlled by their founder, Johnny Morris, who has dedicated his life and his earnings to wildlife conservation. And they don't give in to political correctness, which is why his son, Johnny Morris Jr., could post legendary pictures like this. And I think if they knew about my books, The Right to Bear Arms, and on free speech in the modern world, they would carry them in Bass Pro Shops. So tag John Jr. so he sees this post. And let's teach the next generation what it means to be free. Because like Johnny Morris, I started and run a private company. So I could teach courses on the Bill of Rights, the Founding Fathers, the Constitution, real civics. I could teach courses on ESG. And teach our kids how the world functions from a systems level. People give BlackRock their 401k. BlackRock buys stocks in large companies. They get their people on the corporate board. The board appoints a CEO. The CEO serves the shareholders and board. BlackRock demands ESG. And if the CEO and board don't play ball, they lose their jobs. So check out my private homeschool community and my books on how information is controlled, the right to bear arms, the history of fake news, the corruption of the banking system, and so much more. ClassicalLearner.com.
All SIPA payments to use 2022, while the Federal Reserve in the US is encouraging financial institutions to adopt it by 2023. So what does this mean for digital currencies? ISO 20022 has the potential to play a key role in the development and implementations of CBDCs, as it provides a flexible and standardized framework for financial messaging that ensures consistency and interoperability between systems. Adopting ISO 20022 could increase the use of cryptocurrencies that are compliant with it. Two cryptocurrencies that are members of the ISO 20022 standards body are Ripple's XRP and Stellar Lumens. Recognizing the value of ISO 20022 messaging and its potential to transform the financial industry, Stronghold has utilized this technology in conjunction with blockchain ledger payments in select projects. Messaging standards are crucial for enabling the efficient and secure exchange of financial information between different systems and technologies. They play a critical role in improving the overall performance and reliability of the financial services industry.
Going to move some funds over SPSP via a payment pointer over to a Stronghold wallet. So Stronghold does operate a cryptocurrency exchange which runs on top of the Stellar ledger. So behind this account is this Stellar ledger address, right? You can see I have no USD, 2.511 XRP. I also have some lumens, which don't show up in my balances here because that's the minimum reserve required to operate the account. Okay, so I'm going to start a stream. This is just a basic wallet, and I will send that to a Stronghold payment pointer, and that's just going to be my name, and this is an XRP pointer. So when I hit send, it's going to start sending the stream. Now this is a really basic wallet. It's only going to return when the whole stream finishes. So this is one XRP being sent. Thankfully, with Strata's connector, it does actually go through a little bit faster than some of the other SPSP payments. So you can see there the XRP has been sent to that particular ILP address. Over at Stronghold, you'll notice that the XRP balance still hasn't updated, and it will take a little while to go through. Essentially, Stronghold is batching payments at certain time intervals. So we don't update the stream and settle it directly to your account straight away. We're going to spend some time waiting for a considerable amount to come through, and then we're going to settle that directly onto the Stellar ledger for you. So this is actually XRP anchored onto Stellar. You can see the balance has started to go up there, and now it's at 2.8 XRP. So if I refresh the page again, it may have gone up. It will auto-refresh, it takes some time. Okay, so you can see there on the ledger it's now 3.5. So that one XRP has gone through. I can now withdraw that from my account. I can send it somewhere else on the Stellar network or back to the XRP ledger.
I think many of us are believers in the stablecoin market, right? As a bridge between traditional finance and decentralized finance, stablecoins, I think, play a very important role. The market itself today, as I think we all have seen, is about $150 billion. The US dollar stablecoins by far is the dominant. Some, and certainly I'm one of these players, believes that market at 150 billion today, it's forecasted to be somewhere around 2.5 to 3 trillion in about 4 or 5 years. So that's a 20x growth. I think there's going to be a bunch of different players, and I think Tether's going to continue to do well. Circle's going to continue to do well. I think there's a role for Ripple to play in that, given our focus on the kind of infrastructure level. And look, I also think, and we wouldn't do this unless we thought it was going to be very good to the XRP ledger. As you have seen stablecoins launch on other layer ones, you've seen liquidity in that layer one grow. Our goal, as much as anything, is to grow liquidity in the XRP ledger. So we view this as a good opportunity for Ripple, but an even better impact on the XRP ledger.
Well, looking forward to that for sure. What are the stepping stones to launching a stable coin on the XRP?
Well, one of the most important pieces of a robust stablecoin is really banking partnerships. And so, a lot of the questions we got when we announced last week were questions about how we're going to manage audits, how we're going to manage attestations. Our goal is
with Bear Grylls. Bear Grylls sort of like appeared in my existence, coming out of the shadows, and like said, would you like me to come and baptise you on the 28th of April? And I sort of went, yeah, but I meant no. I would not like you to come. You sort of make plans.
In Seattle, people ask me why Walmarts are closing. The answer is simple. When I took an Army logistics class, the U.S. Army developed a logistics system for Walmart. Walmarts were strategically set up around the world to act as military distribution bases. So if we have problems in Yemen, the Special Forces takes over the Walmart in Yemen. You can order a helicopter and nuclear weapons on a Walmart logistics system. There's a back door into it. They taught me that. If you are going to have Operation Jade Helm throughout the Southwest, you seize a Walmart. You can order things such as M16 rounds. You can order an M16 to the Walmart program. So they walk into a Walmart, fire 2,200 people in California. You're all laid off, go away, no unemployment, get out of here. Because the military then takes over their base. The specific logistics program I was trained on in California is the same program they use at Walmart. The Walmarts are federal military posts. How many Walmarts they have, they get extra money from the government. And when the government takes over, they get a fortune from the government. Those products are redistributed to other Walmarts. In addition, the American dollar is no longer being accepted in a lot of countries. Walmart can't get products. Nobody will exchange the American dollar for the toys that we're getting at Walmart. Sorry, it's the way it is. The end game is here. Folks, if you get laid off from Walmart and Home Depot, they're federal, they're they're similar to colleges that are federal repositories like Humboldt State University, where they have underground battalion headquarters, Evergreen State College in Washington. Thousands of colleges have pre-prepared military bases underneath them. The Walmarts and the Home Depots are the same way. So if you're working for Home Depot and you get laid off, go to another one. But that's likely to get laid off. Because as poodly hits the fan, this is what is in our Department of Defense manuals, to seize the Home Depots and to seize the Walmarts and use their logistics program to order our weapons to kill us. It's the way it is. Sorry. I've been trained on it. I'm one of the few officers that was trained on the Walmart program. The entire class was enlisted except me. Anyway, thank you. You have a wonderful day, and I wish you the best of luck.
Can in BG123's poker riddle have a peg leg? And does this tiny clue reveal a massive thematic solution to BG123? Will it ultimately reveal where the BG comes from, and if prominent Ripple people been hinting at this theme all along? We're about to dive deep. Now first, if you're just looking at the image, it's hard to notice anything unusual about the King's chair. And even when I tell you what to look for, it might still be difficult to see. So I want to start with all the other chairs first. And trust me, I know this stuff sounds crazy, but just hang in there. It's going to start making sense. You'll notice the chairs are virtually all the same shade of brown. The base of the chair, the legs, under the legs, all the same color. No effort to use a different shade of brown to emphasize shadows or depth whatsoever. And we can prove this by taking small screenshots of the chairs and putting them side by side. When you combine them, they make the same color, giving a hex color code of 9A693E. So why then is the leg of the King's chair so much different, with a hex color code of 985923, which starts with 589 backwards, by the way? And why does it appear to be coming out from the King's robe? I'll tell you why. So we would notice it's not the leg of a chair, but the peg leg of the King, a symbol for the iconic Long John Silver, the original pirate character with a peg leg and a parrot on his shoulder from the 1883 novel Treasure Island. The foundational pirate character the modern-day pirate caricature is based. First, in this excerpt of a Treasure Island summary video, you'll immediately notice themes of BG123 and the XRP army. The fortress, the ship, the skull and crossbones flag, it's all there. Even the Spanish name of the ship, the Hispaniola. Does that explain why Perseverance was written in Spanish on BG's ship, Perservencia? And look at the flag again too. Is this the underlying reason the XRP army flies the pirate flag on X, maybe without even realizing it? And where was the first XRP conference held again? Oh yeah, that's right, Treasure Island. Now to fully appreciate the symbolism in this movie, you'll need to read the book or watch one of these summary videos, because I'm going to give you the quickest general overview possible to get to my main point. And it's a point that will explain what BG123 has been doing for us all along and where the BG comes from, the thematic solution to his riddles. But here's where it gets crazy. A few more connections. Look at the prominent XRP and Ripple people who've been nodding to the symbols of Long John Silver over the years. Are they somehow involved with BG123?
Health, wealth, and abundance. What's up, word?